y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? Listen, I know it is late, okay? But I I really don't like going live this late. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really don't. It's something else that I want to be doing right now. But if I don't go live at all, that'll be a problem for me because I went out on a limb and I had faith in becoming family enough to pay that $45 to be able to come on StreamYard so that my lives could be more clear and concise. The green screen could be used. I can pull things up. I could pull the comments up on the screen. When we was in the other live, straight through YouTube, I haven't learned how to use that to be able to pull comments on the stream. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. I didn't like the way the lives were because I like to see our comments on the screen as I watch the replay and everything. So I had enough faith in us to go out on the limb and overdraft for that $45 so that we can go live. But ever since I did that, I have not gotten not one donation. You know what I mean? The last donation was the sister that I told y'all about who told me, I know you know what to do with it. And I thank you so much for that donation, sis, because that donation is the reason why we still got Wi-Fi, lights, and I'm able to my kids was here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, that's another reason why I'm here at this time. I'm gonna get on my boys now because you go in their rooms to clean their rooms and you thinking that it's one thing, but once you start cleaning, you start finding more shit. Like, what is this? Y'all know where a trash can at. Y'all know where to go to put something in the trash. Why is this under the bed? Why? Why is it under the bed? Why do it have to be something like a milkshake, something sweet that'll make something? No, I don't play that shit. I don't play no bugs or no nothing like that. We don't live like that. But if you leave things around, that would happen. Okay. I used to be more lackadaisical, but no, I done got used to my house looking a certain way and being a certain way. Now, y'all go in y'all rooms with that shit and shut the door. But I can't let you just do that because if you're gonna be leaving food around, I'm gonna have to go in there and just clean it myself because I'll be damned if I see one in here. I'm gonna go crazy. Okay? I love let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna fight for where I'm at right now because I love the area. My son goes to the best school in the county, and the school is literally right across the street. Literally, right across the street is his school. Okay. My son' other school is not far from here either. It's less than 10 minutes away. It's maybe 7 minutes or maybe even 5 or 6 minutes away. If they go outside or go somewhere, it's a rich neighborhood this way, it's a rich neighborhood that way. It's not crime. The police treat you nice over here because of the zip code and because everybody over here probably pay for the whole police force because there's nothing but rich people around us. And I just happen to find a little nook. You know how you just find a little nook of a place that you can afford among a nice area, a nice neighborhood. I can't pay what the other people are paying right now. I pray to God that I get there, but for what I can afford, this little nook. And then when I had problems with my air conditioner, they just bought me a new one and brought it in here. I don't have no more problems with the air. I called them. It was the 4th of July when I called them. By that next week, I told them don't worry about coming on Monday because my son dad had a massive heart attack. So I told them that we just wanted to sleep. So don't worry about coming to check it on Monday. They came Tuesday and brought me a new AC. You know what I'm saying? So I love the lady that work in the office. There have been times that I done had problems with the lady in the office at my apartment. Y'all know how it is, but I don't have that problem here. The maintenance man is awesome. I can text him right now and ask him anything I want. He on call 24/7 and he will come. You know what I'm saying? Like he will come. He could have just left from over here, got home with his kids, and if something going on, he will come. He'll be to you in less than 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that. I really do. And my kids got their own rooms here. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no bugs, no vermin, no none of that. Okay? I appreciate that. So y'all, we gonna have a talk. Y'all, we gonna have a talk because I can deal with the clothes and everything, but the food, hell no. We ain't gonna do that now. We ain't gonna do that. All right, now I'm done. I'm done venting. I'm done venting. I love my kids so much. I'm done venting. Hey girl. Hey girl. Sipping y'all celebrating my favorite of all times, Gerald Levert. Okay. Happy heavenly birthday to Gerald Levert. I know that's right. All right, y'all. We might be a little bit low tonight because everybody is live, which is why I really don't like going live at this time because I usually be watching it live myself. But I got to do it. If I don't do it now, then it ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do it now, then it ain't going to happen. So let me go ahead. We ain't going to be here long. Let me go ahead and pull some things up. Y'all remember where we left off yesterday? Y'all remember where we left off at? Because all of a sudden, Clarissa want to talk about camp today. So I want to talk about that, baby. I want to talk about that. And before I talk about that, it's something else that I want to talk about too. Let me see, where was it? I want to say it was like around. Wait, wait. Promoting women's boxing. Hundred faces who rival.
I'm sure, obviously, like a lot of people, you watch the
Y'all, just hold on a second. I think this is where I want to be. I want to just, y'all, when we start the lives, I'm going to play a nugget of something that we might not talk about today, but it's something that I want y'all to see that I saw today that I want y'all to see. You get what I'm saying? But this is not going to be the totality of what we're talking about. We're going to go back over to what she did at the funeral, Shalita. And it's a weird thing with Javante Davis that I want to get into about Clarissa because we didn't notice it, but the same thing she did with Remy Ma, she did with Javante Davis. She says, things play on my TV now, that I don't have to go to. I don't have to go to the find. It's just going to pop up. It might be in the middle of the night. It might be while I'm cleaning up or cooking or something, but it pops up. And I've noticed now that a lot of things that Javante Davis said in his interviews, Clarissa Shields said. Like, for instance, he said that if he wasn't boxing, he would be unalive or in jail. Who else said that? He said it first. I checked. Javante Davis said it first. This girl has nothing that actually comes from her. Everything she says and does, you can go find it somewhere else that somebody else did. And I'm thinking that her and Javante had a little fling or something. And I'm thinking that she probably got a little clingy and he had to let her know, you be doing too much. Yeah, you be doing too much. Yeah, he had to let you know. And I think that's why you can't stand him. And it's the reason why he got her picture of that ugly makeup as his profile picture. She obviously did something to him, y'all. It's something going on with Tank and Clarissa, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Just let that be known, Ressa. Ressa, Ressa. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, girl. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I don't play. I don't play. You you're messed up now, girl. Cause I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, baby.
the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, and
I'm gonna get to the
as it
bottom of
stands
it.
now,
You
a
hear
lot of
me?
people have
But
credited
just look
Amanda
at this,
Serrano
y'all. Watch
and
this.
Katie Taylor as having the most watched women's sporting event of
Hold
all
on.
time.
I gotta go to the good part because you can barely hear this interview. I don't know why they got it so low. But this lady, no, I take that back because I think this is her first time in the studio, and this was her first show actually in her studio. So maybe it was some things she didn't realize she needed to fix. But I like this lady a lot.
Now, did 50 million people tune in to gather around and make sure that they were in their seats and ready to watch when Mike Tyson? And that's not a knock to them. It's not a knock. It's
The most
is that the
watched.
truth or a lie?
That's why I asked. Like, well, I was going to ask you.
I'm gonna ask you and then I'll answer.
So
One,
it is the truth
was
from
it
this regard.
was
Is
it a
that
sporting women's event?
it was not. So they were on a
So
larger card.
okay.
Yep, as you
All
know.
right.
Hmm.
Just bear with me. Beginning of your sentence said it was the most watched women's sporting event with 74 million views, right?
Right.
And then I asked you, was it a sporting women's event? You said no.
It was not.
So how does that go hand in hand?
Right.
It don't.
Hmm.
And that's not a knock to them.
Hmm.
It's not a knock. It's a win for women's boxing. But when I was the head of the bill, I was the head. I got 4 million views. 2K, 2 million in the UK, 2 million in the US. Abroad, 4 million people, over 4 million people watched the fight. We were the head of the bill. That's what you were promoting with. That's what you're going with. That's not the same here.
Right.
Now, did 50 million people tune in to gather around and make sure that they were in their seats and ready to watch when Mike Tyson came out? Because who doesn't want to see Mike Tyson fight? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that the girls are not worth the views. I'm not saying that. I'm saying had they been the top of the bill without Jake Paul and
Could they
Mike
have
Tyson,
carried that viewership?
would they have got
Yeah.
that viewership?
Right.
In their first fight, they got 1,000,000.5. And that's the issue I had with Cameron.
Yeah.
He says he's reading off QR cards and I don't know much about boxing, women's boxing, but you get on the QR, you reading the card. Oh, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor has the most watched women's boxing event in history with 1.5 million. And it's an article that shows you that I had 2 million viewers who watched the fight alone in just the UK. So that's my thing. It's not to take a knock from them. It just they do things try to make it seem like what I did. They're trying to make records that you guys are not breaking a record if you're not doing it the same way. It's not the same thing. They do have the most women's watched boxing match in history as a co-main event. I have the most watched women's boxing match as a standalone women's boxing event.
Um, but you said you consider this to be, even though they were a part of a larger event or within
Yeah,
one, you consider it to be a win for
it's a
women's.
win.
For
Absolutely.
women's
Like the
boxing.
girls stole the show.
Yeah, they had the best fight.
They had the best fight.
Like no
I
question.
agree.
Yeah,
I mean, with the headbutt, the cut, the punches, the counter punching, Amanda with those strong hands.
Did you
And
think the outcome was right? Did you think that was the right decision?
I did.
Okay.
I thought Katie edged it with her skill and her counter punching. When I watched it there in person, but then when I went home and watched it, I said this could have been a draw.
You thought that was a win for women's boxing.
Yes.
Did you think the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight was a win for boxing for men?
Shamil.
I just asking the questions,
Listen, I'm glad Mike Tyson did whatever he wanted to do. Okay, I'm glad he went in there. I'm glad he fought. I'm glad I got to see him walk to the ring with my own eyes and see him inside the ring and box. It was a dream of mine, to just see that. Of course, I would love to see him knock Jake Paul out. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you two have history. Yes.
What did it do for boxing? And didn't do anything. But I'm happy for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I just it didn't do anything for boxing. I mean, you want to say, oh, we got viewership, but it's Netflix. Who doesn't have Netflix? And it didn't charge nobody to watch it. So, congrats to them, man. It's beautiful.
A lot of I asked you that about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight because there's mixed opinions among boxing fans. Some people think that it's great for the sport. They look at the viewership, but a lot of boxing purists, they are a little disheartened that this is the kind of fight that has now become considered a premier fight. So, do you still think that boxing, men's boxing, would you consider it in a healthy place if this is the kind of fight that becomes considered a marquee event?
Jake Paul is great at marketing. He's great at building his brand. And that's something that, I give him credit for. Me saying that he came from YouTube and just came to boxing and started making millions off the bat, and I got to work this hard and I got real accomplishments, that let me know that I need to build my brand. So I do, give credit to Jake Paul for that. Build my brand on YouTube, build my brand on Instagram, build my brand on Facebook, everywhere. Just build my brand because your brand will last you longer once you're done with the sport anyway. And if you don't have a brand, it's like everything you did kind of disappears anyway because there's always a new up and coming fighter or up and coming champion, and people. So I think that's where he's winning at, and I think everybody keep looking at because boxing is such a real sport. It's a real fight in there. And they're trying to say that his fights aren't real. I mean, Jake Paul has a loss on his record. He lost to Tommy Fury. So he had a real boxing match. That's the realest one I thought that he had. And he lost. But you don't hear him talking about that. They just try to, we thought he won, but he lost. And he's trying to become a better boxer, but boxing is such a real sport. I think that these guys are overlooking that. They're overlooking that you have to build your brand outside the ring. It's not just about fighting anymore. We're not in that. We're not in that place and era of where social media don't matter. Like we are. I grew up in a social media era where it's like you use stuff to your benefit. People still kind of, we don't really play the internet games. We don't do social media. Having viewership and people watching your social media followers don't mean nothing. And I'm sorry to tell you, but it does mean something.
Don't make fun of
When you
my
look at on
pajamas,
social
okay?
media, who follows you, how
Hey,
many
baby.
followers you got, it
My
matters. Sadly, no
sister.
matter
Hey,
how great you are, it
sister.
matters.
Hey,
So
sister.
that's what.
Hey, sister. I don't got my normal pajama sets that I put on. Y'all know I love my little pajama sets, girl. But I need to do the laundry, girl. But anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm fresh out the shower, girl. And I really wanted to go live before I went to bed tonight, y'all. I really do. I want to get as much use out of StreamYard as I can because I really probably shouldn't even did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I could use that. Now I really need it and I don't got it, you know? So I kind of wish I wouldn't have paid for StreamYard, but then again, hey, we already here. Hopefully somebody donate. Let me put the cash app up here. Hopefully somebody donate, y'all. This ain't gonna last forever, you know. Things are gonna get better because that's what I'm pushing for. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing things that I can do to be able to survive and make it in some kind of way. We making it, you know? We making it. So I'm gonna keep on going and I'm gonna keep thanking God and giving God the glory because we making it, you know. It's stressful, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up because I know if I keep going, God will meet me there. I have to continue to remember that, y'all, because it gets scary. It gets really scary. Um, but I'm playing this video real quick because I want y'all to hear some of the things that she said in the past compared to what she's saying now. So hold on, there was something specifically that she said in here that I really wanted y'all to hear. Hold
It
on.
is winning for him. Now, men's boxing, where is it at? They need to understand that you guys are getting paid millions, but people don't know you guys' name. They they don't know what you do. All those 10 million, 5 million, 2.
All this build your brand stuff came from Layla Ali, by the way. That's all I want to say about that. Is it came from Layla Ali. But hold on. It's something else I wanted to show y'all.
Brought up your fight, February 2nd, Danielle Perkins. Has it been a challenge? You're promoting this movie. You have so much going on. Has it been a challenge in terms of preparing for that fight?
Well, it just got announced. So I've been in the gym the past 2 months already training and working out. But it is a challenge when you're traveling back and forth and you're going to all these different places and then you land where you can train, but your body's like you have jet lag and you dehydrated because you haven't drank enough water, all this stuff. So it holds its challenges, but I'm happy that this is some of the last bit we got to do. And I already let them know, like, look, your girl need 8 weeks to train because who wants to have a movie come out of our life and then lose after? Kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't
It's
be
not even just
ideal.
lose. It's more just like I'm gonna have millions of more new followers and fans. I gotta over I gotta over win now. It's like, yeah, you can win, but you gotta like
Got to
look
really make a
really
statement.
good.
Yeah.
Especially with all the hate right now. I got to show these folks.
So what?
I
You
just
know,
just listen to how she talk. Like she is talking to a lady in an interview, like almost like she talking to somebody on the street. Like I gotta show these hoes, girl. And I'm like, that lady is not giving that. That lady is not giving that, and your pantsuit is not giving that. But you like, I gotta show these toes. I seen this interview earlier, and I was just like, this is an interview that I don't think a lot of people saw because it's not, you can barely hear it and stuff. So I don't think a lot of people saw this interview. It said like 100 some thousand views, but that's really not much compared to some of her other bigger interviews, like at the Breakfast Club, Angela Yee, and stuff like that. But the interviews like this are the ones that show the true character of the person because she was just y'all just watch. Hold on.
looking at the evolution of the competition that you've had to face throughout your career as a professional, just talking about that part of it, how have you seen the competition evolve? Do you feel like women's boxing is in a stronger place because of you?
Absolutely. Women's
Hmm.
boxing is a very strong place because of me. I think that, me speaking about equality, me being on these brands, me being main event on Showtime, ESPN, uh, HBO, The Zone, me having talks with these execs is changing women's boxing. I have real talks with them. I'm not a person who's gonna come, and he kind of mixed it all up in one. And he made the rules being for both. Like, okay, dad say you can't date, and coach say you can't date. So if you don't listen to dad, you don't listen to coach. And then if coach get mad, he put you out the gym. And it's just all this stuff that was going on. And I just remember like, dang, not that I should have listened, but it was just like I was grown at the time. And I had already accomplished getting the gold medal, so having a boyfriend wasn't a big deal to me.
So basically, this part right here, and we're about to move to something recent, y'all. But I already know that it's just gonna be us right now because it's all the major people are doing their thing right now. So I'm gonna have to go and watch after. But I want to make sure I put something on the board for today. And y'all know what we doing. This girl, her narcissism, I am seeing that it's on a level like Krishan's. It is. She just hasn't had a chance to take a life yet, but she very much so would. She very much so would. I believe them hickeys came from Javante. I do, in my personal opinion, and I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna figure it all out. But I'm just letting y'all know what I'm thinking. But I'm not gonna play too much more of this. But I just want y'all to hear this, some of the things and how she talking this interview with this lady. I can't think of this lady's name, but I know that she know Layla Ali, and I know that what's this lady name, y'all? Yes, they do, baby. Yes, they do. And Recessionista and Tara, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna make it quick, y'all. And if y'all got something y'all want me to see, put it in the chat because we're gonna be here for just about an hour. Just about an hour. So thank you, Tara and Recessionista, for moderating for this hour that we're gonna be on. We're gonna be on an hour from right now. So I'm gonna try to be quick with it, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
But if I knew what I know now, I would definitely go back in time and
That's what I wanted to tell you. She got the gold medal, and then after she got the gold medal, she said, "F the coach." and now she regrets it. That's what that is. After she got the gold medal, she said, F the coach. Because, and she mentioned this on another interview that I already showed y'all, when she said, I already know I'm going to get the gold medal. I was already told that I'm going to get the medal. She said that on that other all the smoke fight. I can't think of that man's name, but he used to be a boxer too. But when she was on there, she said that she told her coach, I already know I'm gonna win. I already know I'm gonna get the medal. So how do you already know? What is up with that? What is up with that, y'all? It's something going on. And I ain't never been like no Illuminati type person, but it's something going on. And I want to talk about this funeral with her grandma because yo, you let them have a repast in the backyard? Like, what's up with that? We're gonna get into that too. But I just want y'all to hear a couple things. She's fake. She says what she thinks that people what sounds good to her that she heard somebody else say. She don't say nothing for real. There is no real Clarissa. One of my favorite people that do you content on this. I don't want to get her name wrong, so I'm not gonna say it right now. But she did a video where she was like, we noticing her different personalities, and let's look and see if we can figure out which personality is the real Clarissa. And I personally feel like none of them, none of them. I don't think there is a real Clarissa. Like sis said yesterday, I think that she's just a vessel, an entity that the devil uses as he pleases, just like Krishan. That's what I really think, and that's a shame.
And I probably would have never, ever, ever, ever had a boyfriend.
It sounds like you're saying Jason might have been right.
You might have been right, but I did
Okay.
spend a great 4 or 5 years with that guy,
Okay.
and we're still friends now. But I just think
So
I don't know if I had a daughter, I would tell her, wait till you're 25.
And
I
she would
would.
probably kind of do what you did, which is not listen,
Right.
because that's just that's how it
Yeah.
goes. Was there anybody who didn't like how they were portrayed?
My dad. My dad didn't like how he was portrayed.
Mhm.
And
we're talking about the movie. Was there anybody who didn't like how they were portrayed in the movie The Fire Inside? That's what they talking about, just to let y'all know.
and my little brother is not even showcased much in the movie. But he's like, I think my character should have put more effort into it. I'm like, dude, you were shot 3 times. 3 times. You don't shut up. And actually, the guy that played my little brother, I think, looked a lot like my little brother and talked like him and everything. And I was like, they did a great job casting this dude.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know why he was mad about that. I was like, Peanut, you weren't even in the movie, bro. Like, just stop. And then my dad is like, oh, me and Jason, because my dad and Jason never really had any friction. They may have had conversations and stuff like that, but never any friction. But I feel like, Hollywood had to kind of spin it a little bit. And so the
Nah, the way you said that, I think they did have friction. Your daddy just didn't like the fact that that was on the movie because you looked like you was lying right there. You paused a lot.
conversation that they had, they just probably made it to where it looked like that. But my dad did pull up to wherever he's at, loud music all the time. My dad nickname is Bobo, but he is like hard body. He's hard body and he's old school.
Mhm.
And my dad is one of my biggest protectors, but he didn't like that in the movie. It showed him and Jason beef, and he was like, I never beef with Jason. I
Mhm.
never me and Jason.
So obviously you're lying right now. Obviously you're lying right now to make your daddy feel better. That's what you're doing. I'm sick of this with you. You stop lying. Stop lying. Obviously you're lying. You're lying. You just told us they weren't beefing, but then you said, but my dad did used to pull up with loud music all the time. If your dad is on crack, and I can say that I can relate because I had a parent. I don't call him a dad, but I had somebody that impregnated my mama with me that was on crack that she was married to. So Back in elementary, a cry for a misery. Let me alone, I could rough a mustard down breed. Inside my mind, couldn't find a place to rest until I got that thug life tatted on my chest. Tell me, can you feel me? I know that song by heart. Why do I know that song by heart? Because he used to play it loud all the time. Okay? Okay? Back in those days, you're 31. I'm 34. So I know already that is, especially if he was on crack. You said that. You admitted that. Everybody says that he was on crack. Okay. Addiction is a disease. I don't judge nobody. Only thing I gotta say is get off of it. That's the only thing that I want for a crackhead. I want a person who is addicted to drugs to stop doing them, to find a program, to get help. That is all I want. I don't cast judgment on them, but I am a realist. I'm a realist. And it might not sound good. It might sound rotten and ugly to say, but it's true. They got into it a lot because your daddy probably came around drunk and fucked up all the time. Why are we acting like that's an impossibility, Clarissa? He was on drugs. Of course they got into it. That's like a person that's drunk around somebody that's sober. The sober person is going to get irritated with the drunk person. The drunk person is going to be having fun and not understand why the sober person is mad and we know how this goes. You're not the only person in the world. That is not a big deal at all. And I don't really understand. So if you lie about little small stuff like that, you can't be trusted. Anyway, it's something else I want. As soon as I get to what I wanted y'all to hear, we're gonna click off of this because it's really hard to listen to her lie. It's really
Always been cool, and they have.
What do you how do you think that people in Flint will look at this? Because Flint is sort of like a character, and it show the city, some of the things is going through. Because it wasn't lost on me, especially when they showed a picture of the water plant. So, and we know about everything that's happened there with that. But how do you think people in Flint will look at this?
I was at the Flint premiere with over 400 people, and they watched the movie in two different venues. And I can tell you, Flint was so excited. They're so happy about this. They're so happy about this. It showed the streets. Ryan Destiny running on the streets, Baltimore, North Saginaw. Her being at Northwestern High School. It shows all this stuff, and people from Flint are like, "Oh my God, they probably still live on that street, or they ride down that street. They seen me running down that street. Now to see where I am, it gives everybody in the city hope. Like, wow, if she went through all that and still made it, then what's my excuse?"
Mm. Uh, Ryan, I thought, just in a little bit I've been around you, like she really had your mannerisms like
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
How much time did you all spend together?
I think Ryan just great at what she do because we FaceTime 2 or 3 times. We always text, always kept in touch. But I never was on set, not one time. Um, I was never on set.
she was never on
So
set of her own movie.
Ryan did all of that. You have to give her kudos for that. Even when I seen it, I said, "This is crazy." But she's an actress. And this is her breakout role. And I mean, even her boxing was so phenomenal to me. But I also told her, I said, "Girl, don't you mess up on that part." And I told Rachel, "Hey, if you guys need me to come and be the stunt man, let me know. But this boxing,
So that tells me that she was trying to be on the set of her own movie and they wouldn't let her be on the set. Do y'all realize that? Just another little nugget about her. We about to move on. But isn't that something like you couldn't even be on the set of your own movie, and you were calling and asking the way that you're telling this story. I see through you. I see through it. You were calling and asking to be on the set, and they wouldn't let you. If I can't be on the set of my own biopic, I don't want to do it. Take everything back, wrap it up, throw it away. I'm done. That tells me a lot about the way you let people handle you when it comes to business. Y'all, when it comes to, hey baby, when it comes to the situation with Win Records to Leader Promotions, right? Papoose, right? Right? I want y'all to think about something real quick, okay? Because I don't know. Y'all might already know this. There's a lot of YouTubers talking about a lot of things, and y'all may have seen this, but y'all just let me know. And then we're gonna talk about this camp that she talking about all of a sudden. I see we shaking the table because now you're talking about going to camp in Florida. Now, if you were already going to camp in Florida, it is what it is. But I would have thought that you would have already been there by now. First thing. Second thing, we're gonna be watching your camp because we know what a camp supposed to look like. And don't go and spending money that you don't have because you know we're gonna be watching you. Because at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. Do your job, go to camp, train. Don't worry about what people are saying about you. Don't do that. But you're gonna do it anyway. I know you are. Because you can't afford to have the chef and all of the things that Adrian Broner and Gervonta Tank Davis, you can't afford the camp that they did. You got something with Gervonta, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, shout it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, shout it. But anyway, before we do that, we're gonna do things one at a time. One at a time. Okay. So what was the thing I was just about to show y'all? Damn. Um, what was it, y'all? Hold on. Let me go back real quick. It's so much. It's so much. Hold on real quick, y'all. Oh yeah. I remember now. I remember now.
But she's an actress. And this is her breakout role.
She
And I
couldn't
think
be on the
everything
set of
about
her
it
own movie.
was so phenomenal to me. And but I also told her, I said, girl, don't you mess up on that part.
Win Records. That's what it was. Win Records. I'm back. All right, so the Win Records thing, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up, babe. I got other things that's up right now that I don't want to bring down, so I'm gonna have to just make another one. Hold up. All right. Boom. Boom. Okay. Come over here with me, y'all. Come here. Come over here with me. Now, with this whole thing, right? The Win Record signing. What I believe, look at the people at the table. Hold on. Let's look at who at this table real quick. All right. That's what I want y'all to see. Hold up.
Ruben Branson, owner, CEO, Win Records. Thanks for being here.
Ruben Branson, owner, CEO of Win Records. Okay, everybody at this table right now is obviously a part of this, right? The only person that's missing in this whole thing right now is her manager. Y'all remember the manager, the white man? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember the manager. Because I want to tell y'all like a thesis or a hypothesis that I have on this situation with Ruben and Papoose. I don't want it to get lost on us that this man is an LPN. Okay. Nyla is sitting on that video, and I love that. I love that she been letting that video sit out there, but she ain't made another one because she know they trying to bury that, they trying to ignore that, they trying to get past that, but little, they make little comments like what Papoose made. Oh, you see me with my wind chain on when I met her? The only reason why he's saying that shit is because Nala pointed out that they did not legalize Win Records and make it an actual company until 2025. That is why Papoose said that. So y'all know what it is. That's why Ruben, when he was at the press conference for the fight, he said, me having been in the military, you validating what she said. Y'all validating what she said. So we know you was in the military before you told us because Nala said it already. Nala said that she was already in the military. So y'all validating it. Everything she said, y'all validating. So when it comes to Win Records, and you think about, you see Salida Promotions, the Jewish man, you see Ruben the African, you see Clarissa, the Mark, the Mark, the Mark, you see Papoose, the bait, and you see this white man right here, maybe the funding or the backing or the loan shark, whoever, he probably loaning them the money to give her at the signing. I don't know. But who is this white man? A creditor? Who is this white man? What is his business here? Because, I mean, Ruben ain't worth all that money. Where did they get the money from to give her? Did she really get a $3 million signing bonus? Clarissa, you done fucked up, man. You done messed up, man. You still, it's certain things you should not have to pay for your camp. And I want to know that. I want to know that. Y'all, we need to go to Boxing Ego last video and we all need to ask him so that he see the question. We all need to ask him, is it normal for the boxer to pay for their own camp or do they promoter pay for their camp? Do they promoter pay for a shift? Do they promote or pay for whatever the gym training that they supposed to be doing and all of that? Because she been training at home, training in a gym, looking like she looking like she training to fight Tasiki or Big Legs. You understand what I'm saying? She looking like this her first fight. Training at home and stuff. And then we go look at Javante and Adrian Broner training, and we seen what a real camp supposed to look like. So before I go get back on that with the camp thing, I want to look at this picture, y'all. Y'all know what I think? I think that Papoose talked Clarissa into signing a 360 deal with Win, right? To where Win is like her power of attorney over her real contract with Salida Promotions. Hear me out. She was already with Salida Promotions, right? And she was supposed to be leaving Salida Promotions. She wasn't supposed to be signing with them again. Why would she need to sign to two people? You understand? But what if Win Records got her to sign some type of agreement with them, some type of legally binding agreement that makes them call the shots on anything she does, including her contract with Salida. I hope that I'm saying this to where y'all can understand what I'm saying. There's some companies that is just a holding company. You understand what I'm saying? Where you can sell your company to a holding company, right? And it's a corporation that they'll buy your company, and they might do something with it. They might not. I can't. I don't have the time to break down what a holding company is to y'all. But basically, what I'm thinking is that Ruben and them got her to sign some type of deal with them so that they broker her deal with Salida. So that they broker her deal. Like if she would have signed the MVP, it would have been Win Records, and then it would have been MVP. And Win Records would get paid off of the contract that she doing with Salida. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying because it's just coming to me right now. I haven't even really, you know, it's just coming to me right now as I'm thinking about it. I'm feeling like she signed something with Win and Papoose for them to go out and for them to go out, right? And when she a free agent, they go and do the deal for her. They go and find the promoter that she's supposed to be with. So let's say this isn't gonna happen, but let's say she do the 4 fights and everything is great, and she still want to fight, and she become a free agent again. Win Records would be the people that are doing the deals or going to the meetings with the other promoters that want to work with Clarissa. So anybody that worked with Clarissa has to see Win Records and Ruben and Papoose in them, right? And then they sign. So no matter what, it's almost I can't explain it, y'all. I feel like they have control over her career. They have control over her career and whatever deal she signed. Let's say she signed a $5 million deal with Salida Promotions. Off the top, we ain't gonna get some money off of that. It might be 500,000, it might be 2 million. But I feel like Win Records is like a management company to her. You understand what I'm saying? To where they go out and they find her the best deal. This is what they tell her now. They ain't shit, okay? But and then the music part, they use the fact that she want to be an artist. They use that and made her think that we can help you with your music and your boxing, and we'll go out ourselves and find the best deal for you. So you don't have to worry about going to all these meetings and doing it by yourself. You need a representative. A representative. So I feel like that's what they are. That's what they are to her because they didn't give her that money. Why would she need to sign to two people? An agent, her agent, her agent, her agent is coming to me. Her agent, her agent, her agent, her agent. You remember how Jay-Z was signing NFL players and becoming their agent? It's coming to me like that, like almost like they're her agent. Show me the money. You hear me? Is it making sense what I'm saying, y'all? It's just coming to me right now. I don't know. I could sound totally stupid right now. I don't know. But it's almost like it's coming to me right now. Like I feel like Win Records are the people who you got to talk to get Clarissa to do anything. You understand? And I feel like that's why she didn't want to sell those clothes on that website because everything they get a piece of everything she do, they get a percentage of. And they get the deals for her. She can't go out and do her own deals. That's why him and Papoose walked up in that building like that. They came and gave her a hug and everything, but then they went to the back to talk. We saw that. They all got up and went to the back to talk. They probably had to remind her, you don't do shit without us. I fire your ass. Yeah, I turn on them. Yeah, yeah. Because look at the post that she made today. Let's go to the post. Are y'all making is it making sense what I'm saying, y'all? I feel like I feel like they have control over everything she do, including the promoter. I feel like they are the ones from now on. I feel like that she signed to them for them to go and find her a promoter. You understand? It could have been Win Records and MVP. It could have been Win Records and WBA. It could have been Win Records and Salida. But whatever, it's always going to be Win Records and somebody. Because Win Records is not the promoter. Win Records is the agency that finds her a promoter. God damn. That just came to me. I don't know. I could sound totally stupid, but I'm going to look into that because it's coming to me in real time. It's something with this, y'all. It's not right. How can an LPN give you a $8 million, $11 million deal? A LPN with a PPP loan can't give you that. But they can trick you into making you think they can find you the best deal. They can't trick you into making you think these people gonna try to play you because you by yourself. You need a representative. It's coming to me in real time. You need a representative. So you need to sign to us and let us come with you to do your deals so that we can make them give you the money you feel like you deserve. I think that's how they got her. I think that's how they got her, man. I think that they told her it's almost like for example, me when I go to buy a car, I want to take a man with me when I go buy a car because you know how they try to play you when you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if I was going to go buy a car, I probably would take a homeboy with me or a friend or somebody I'm dating maybe or something like that. Not for them to do anything other than just be there as my support because they know more about certain things than I do. So that is what I feel like they have convinced her to that they would do. That they are gonna be the muscle to make sure she get the money that she deserves so she can get the money like Jake Paul. That is why, oh my God, that is why they are doing what they are doing with Zeus. They are telling her they are like an agency for her. That is what when Records is. It's like an agency for her. You understand? Where they go and they get these deals for her, right? That's why she said she don't have a manager. She got a management team. She got an agency. Win Records is the agency. Salida is the promotion. You understand? But that's still fucked up because she don't have to do that. She actually doesn't need them. She don't need them. She just let them come and be in her pocket. She just invited somebody to come and get some money. She could have did this shit by herself. She could have got whatever herself. Now get this. You hired them for them to put you back where you were before you even fucking met Papoose. You don't think that's crazy, Clarissa? If they telling you that you need to work with us and let us sign to us and we'll be the muscle to make sure you get the money that the men get. They played on her ego. They played on her greed. You know what I mean? The love of money is the root of all evil. You understand what I'm saying? I was gonna say that she doesn't need any of them. No, she don't. But you know how football players got an agent and the agent get them sponsorships and stuff like that. I believe they made her think that that's what she needed. She needed them to be as her agency, and they probably convinced her that she was going to get sponsorships, be a model, get all this money. They probably convinced her of that. But the only thing that they did for her is put her right back where she was with Salida. They didn't even do nothing for you. You're doing worse. You're not doing better with them. And you're paying them for nothing. Everything you sell on that website, they get a piece of. Are you kidding me? The only, and they tricking you. They tricking you because the only sponsorship you got was Papoose daughter lip gloss. That is the only company I seen you promote. You're not even promoting Prize Picks, man. You could at least have Prize Picks, man. It's people with 20,000 views, 20,000 subscribers that got Prize Picks, man. You are a celebrity in sports, man. You are an athlete, a professional athlete, and you're not even promoting Prize Picks, my nigga. That's the easiest one to get. Seems like everybody got Prize Picks. You could have did that. You don't even realize a lot of the the people that do the brand deals and stuff like that, a lot of them are in China or in different parts of the world. So I heard that a lot of YouTubers they have to be up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to talk to these people because of the time difference. Are they doing that for you? Are they actively trying to find brand deals for you? Are they actively doing that, or are they just looking and being there and looking like something that is not? It's a shell of a company. And Clarissa, you could have did that. All of this shit they doing, you could have did on your own. They not doing nothing but making you spend money. They're charging you for this shit. They are literally using you to unlock doors for them. Oh my God, man. I'm gonna get more when I think about this. I'm gonna get more in depth in this. This is just what I was thinking just now off the dome. Yes, but they aren't doing nothing for her. Right. They're not even promoting her fights. Exactly. They not promoting her fights. They not doing none of that. And then to top it off, she's got to pay them. So imagine somebody telling you, you pay me $100 and I'm gonna make sure you make 100,000 back. You see them little scammers on Facebook and on Instagram that say with the stacks of money that say send me $100 and I'll send you 10,000 back and all of that scam fraud stuff. She is being scammed. But you know what? This is gonna be a big life lesson. But I don't even think it's gonna change her though. Because her narcissism is deep. It's deep. It is very deep. Now let's go now let's go now that I said that, let's go to her messages that she posted today. I gotta go to Boxing Ego for this because he put them up and he got the video perfect. So I gotta go to Boxing Ego for this. It's the video that he did earlier today though. I know he live right now, I think, but this video he already had up for over 12 hours. So I'm gonna go to this one. Not the one he live at, but the other one, the actual video. Okay. This one was 12 hours ago. This is training camp. Now, ain't it funny? Isn't it funny, you guys? We were literally talking about training camp, remember? Remember we was talking about training camp, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, look. Remember this? Remember this, y'all? We was talking about this last night. Hey, hey, get it, get it, get it, get it. We was talking about this last night, y'all. We literally were talking about this last night. And now today, she want to talk about training camp. We shaking the table, girl. We shaking the table. Nyla's shaking the table. Boxing Ego shaking the table. Pillow Talker shaking the table. Moni shaking the table. True Crime shaking the table. It's a girl in True Crime something. It came across my YouTube and I cannot figure out her name to be able to go back to the video. Hopefully another video pop up of hers because I gotta subscribe to her channel. She got some good shit too. But anyway, let's go over here to Boxing Ego so we can see what the GOAT said about training camp, girl. Just a mess, girl. Just a mess. Wait, why can't I hear it?
She then says, "Ah."
Let me run it back. I gotta make sure. I had to make sure it wasn't muted. All right.
Clarissa Shields involved in more family drama and says she will not allow anybody to sabotage her training camp. We got to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Oh my goodness. Clarissa Shields, she has not learned, man. Let's jump right into it. Again, Clarissa continues to rant online, and here's what she had to say. Don't nobody have power over my life but God and me. So, WTBS. With that being said, nobody can stop nothing. Keep on hating and losing at life. Wow. Now, Clarissa does this weird thing where she acts like she's the only person successful on the planet. Like, not everyone wants to be an Olympian. Not everybody wants to have been a boxer. There's other things that people can be accomplished at, right? Just because it might not align with your goals and what you're good at doesn't mean people aren't successful. So I want the record to show that. She then says, "Ah, here we go with the victim playing and lying again." Crying emoji. It's never ending. Blood be your biggest ops. My patience at zero, though. I'ma leave them off right where they had me messed up at, right at the door, looking stupid. Now, I am working on another video. It's gonna take some time because these Flintstones, first of all, they running amok. They walk around cussing like sailors and pirates. Arr, you
Yep.
best start believing in Flint. I need me treasure. Right? This is how these people talk, right? So it requires extra work from me to censor it because every other word is mother effer this, you bees is this, and you woes and 304s and B and mother fudge. Like it's just like nonstop cursing.
It really is. It really is. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming back on the screen. Now y'all know y'all got to go to his video yourself to watch the full video. But we are going to get the most important parts out of it. So that we know what she was doing today and everything she said since our last live. Shout out to Boxing Ego, man.
Right? So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. And shout out to Adrian, who just sent a $50 PayPal donation to the channel. When you guys support the channel, it allows me to feed more into the channel for studio upgrades. We working. Link me in the description. All the ways that you can get involved with the channel and support to make sure we continue to be number one with the coverage. So back to Clarissa Shields. I'm working on that video about the granny being laid to rest with her cousin Shalita had this.
Please, please come on with that video, Ego. Ego, we cannot wait. Yo, for the one in the challenge, y'all can't wait for that video. We cannot wait for that video. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please put that video together, brother. Put it together, bro. Because the way that she did that lady, and I heard that lady had pictures of her all on the wall and stuff. I don't like that. When somebody really, really loves you and then they pass away and their funeral come and you not active, I don't like that. Mm-mm. I don't like that at all.
Say Clarissa pulling up and trying to prevent Shalita from going inside
That
to
was messed
pay her
up.
respects.
She ain't done
Again,
talking
it's going to
about
take
that.
some time. The more you guys do to support the channel, the more resources I have so I can get the
Ditto.
content out faster, quicker, better,
Ditto. Same
etc. So
here.
use my
Ditto. Same over here too, y'all. Same over here too. Don't forget to donate, y'all. Don't forget to donate. The Cash App is right there. Now I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna fast forward through a little bit because I don't want to play the exact whole video. But let's look at this message right here. It says, here we go with the victim plan. Okay, he said this already. My place is at zero. I'm gonna leave him up right where they had me messed up at, right at the door looking stupid. Okay.
links, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, I believe this is a subliminal to her sister, Bree. Nobody take advantage of me.
Now, this is the next one she wrote. And I want y'all to see. Hold on. Look now. Look at the messages. 23 hours ago. Okay, she did that one. That was 23 hours ago at the time he was doing the video. Now, this one, it was 2 hours before he was doing the video. This video came out 12 hours ago. I'm going to give it, how long is this video? 12 minutes? I'm going to give it 15 minutes for him to upload. And I know he probably good at making the videos. So I'm going to give it another maybe 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour for him to make it. Right? So altogether, I would say now this video probably, this post that she made probably maybe 16 to 18 hours at right now. And I want to mark that and I want to pay attention to that because I want y'all to know what mania looks like. This girl is not sleeping. Please believe that. Clarissa Shields is not sleeping. She's manic. She's manic, bro. And I think it's so, I didn't say this last night, so I want to make sure I say this tonight. I think it is so messed up that you didn't just get your sister's car fixed. That was better. But you know why you didn't get her car fixed? Because you didn't want her to drive to Flint. You don't want her to be around Shalita. That's y'all cousin. I done been in a family where I didn't want one family member to mess with somebody who hurt me, but I was a kid. That's childish shit. If somebody messing with somebody that you don't mess with, then you need to just leave everybody alone. You don't gotta try to control when a person is around somebody. You cannot make her not talk to Shalita. And to be real, she relates more with Shalita than with you because of how you treat her. Any human being would rather be around somebody that they can relate to and be themselves around versus be around somebody that's always telling them they're doing something wrong. That's always telling them everything about them is wrong and fucked up. Nobody wants to be around that all day. And to be honest with you, that's self sabotage. To want to sit around somebody that puts you down all day. Nobody should want to do that. Anybody that is allowing that don't love themselves. That's the thing about it. Continue. I digress. I digress. Can't nobody take advantage of me. Ha ha ha. We said Pat was taking advantage of you last night. I can fight. That's for one. And two, I'm smart as hell. No, you are not. Finances always been in order. Okay. But you said that your mama was walking to the bus. Girl, get up out of here. What about when your mama was walking to the bus when you had $50,000 from the Olympics? What about that? What about you telling that lady that 95% of the stuff in the fire inside was correct? That was your first interview post that movie coming out. And you didn't say nothing about, oh, I didn't really try to find my gold medals. You didn't say that in that interview. You said it later on when people started commenting on it. Then you wanted to go back and say, oh, yeah, that was the one thing that wasn't true. I didn't try to pawn my gold medals. I don't know no more. I think maybe you did try to pawn them. I think maybe you did because that's what you grew up around, people pawning shit. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I always had my finances in order, very strategic and tight with my money. No one has access to my money. So y'all know she talking to us. And I'm not talking about just us. I'm talking about everybody. Auntie Rod Diggs, Pillow Talker, Moni, Boxing Ego, everybody who sees who Papoose is and what Papoose is doing. But we was talking about Papoose last night. No one has access to my money but me and my written will. I don't know if I shared this on live or not, but I'm gonna go back and watch and see if I did. Why did you feel the need to write that in caps? My written will. I'm gonna go back and look and see if I said it because I damn sure thought about it. I damn sure thought about it. Y'all be playing us out of crazy. I hate that for y'all. I'm gonna continue to laugh at y'all. You are not laughing. You are stressed the fuck out. Stop playing with me. You are not laughing, girl. You are not laughing. You are not laughing. You mad at everybody. You mad at Papoose for making you look stupid. You mad at your sister for talking to Shalita. You mad at the fact that you even gotta go to a funeral. If it was up to you, you would have never even went down there. You wanted to go down there, hurry up, get it over with, and go back up there. Your sister asked you, instead of spending 1,500 on my ticket, can you just get my car fixed? And I drive down there. That would have been better because the kids would have been able to come with her. You made her leave her kids with somebody that she didn't even want to leave her kids with. I wouldn't want to be around you either. You mean as hell to them.
I can fight. That's for one. And two, I'm smart as heck. Right? How many times do we have to hear this self praise by
Right.
Clarissa Shields?
Right.
I'm so beautiful. My cakes is so big. I'm so smart. I'm smart as heck. You smart as heck, but then be misspelling captions. You sell voodoo dolls from your kitchen with no actual like rhyme or reason or structure. I didn't want to put it on my website. What do you have this much time for? Yard sales, selling them, sabotage my fight camp.
21 hours. I'm not letting nobody sabotage my fight camp. That was 21 hours at the time that he did the video. We was talking about camp around this time. We was talking about her camp because we said she not in no camp. She should have been in fight camp. So now you're gonna go to camp. You better not be paying for it. I mean, damn. Maybe I don't know. We're gonna ask Boxing Ego. We're gonna all go to Boxing Ego channel and ask him, is it normal for the fighter to pay for their own camp, or is the promoter supposed to pay for their camp? Because what the fuck is the purpose of you having a promoter if you gotta pay for everything, you gotta buy everything, do everything, you're doing everything yourself. And I know that because of how you was before you signed a real record. You literally just said, hey y'all, come and take a piece of my money for no damn reason. Come and take a percentage of everything I do, including my likeness, for no damn reason. You read the contract, but you forgot about the comprehension part. See, when you take the standardized test and they give you paragraphs and everything to read, they're not giving you the paragraphs to read to see if you can spell or if you can pronounce words. They want to see your comprehension. That's why it's called reading and comprehension, because you need to be able to comprehend the words within the contract. It means nothing for you to read this shit if you don't know what it means. And I know you don't. Because you couldn't even talk till you was 10. Why would you do a contract by yourself? Where's your lawyer? Where's somebody that was around to tell you, like, man, I don't know about this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Nigeria told us the minute that somebody say that, you done with them anyway. I forgot. My bad.
I'll be flying out to Florida tomorrow morning. Why do you have to announce all your plans? And to me, the fact that you're giving energy to drama and negativity to this point, like one post a couple of days ago was about YouTubers. All these stupid YouTubers. You at the yard sale you did, you were like, these YouTubers, I watched a video and they made a video about me doing a yard sale and how I was selling merch. Why would they do that? How do you have this much time? So you're saying nobody is sabotaging your fight camp, but it doesn't appear that way because a fighter should not be inundated with family drama, arguing,
Exactly.
back and forth, watching YouTube videos, complaining about the YouTube videos, and all this nonsense.
Not only that,
So
ego. Not only watching the YouTube videos, complaining about the YouTube videos. Don't forget, and then making YouTube videos. She watches the YouTube videos, complain about the YouTube videos, and then makes YouTube videos.
Again, you're saying it, but your actions show something else.
Period.
This is not conducive. Meaning, if you were a boxing trainer, there's no way on earth you would advocate for your fighter to be acting like Clarissa Shields is acting. Point blank, period. There's no simpler way to put it. If you were a PR person, you would not want a client like Clarissa Shields, right? That would be a PR person's worst nightmare to have someone like Clarissa. Says she doesn't care, but everything is an explanation, an over explanation. Oh, Pap, they're going to say you AI, Pap. Why do you care what people say so much, right? And if you don't, like you say you don't, then why do you talk about it so much? Man, I don't even watch these YouTubers. This girl be out here outright lying, saying she don't watch YouTubers, but in the next breath will say, these YouTubers keep making videos about me. Huh? I thought you didn't watch them. I thought you just block them. I thought no one's going to sabotage your training camp. You seem awfully invested in this, right? You're beefing with your sister, man. Win Records, y'all got a lemon. You didn't put money behind this girl, allegedly $8 million, and she out here doing everything in her power, humanly possible, to tarnish her legacy and brand and make people disinterested in the fight. It was already bad enough.
Mm-mm. Uh, Something just came to me about Win Records, y'all. Mm. Something just came to me.
You had Santana or whatever his name is, Saucy Santana, as a host, and Ray J on the card, and Orlando Brown, and these gimmick type Zeus Network fights. But then you're always in drama every single day. I'm from Cali, and even though I'm up north, I got a lot of people in LA. LA gangs don't even have this much drama. You know what I mean? There'll be at least times of peace where that gang just worried about their own stuff and they not retaliating. Nobody caught no bodies, and it'll be quiet for a minute. This girl will never shut up. Every day is something else. Every day it's a new drama. Every day you beef with Bumgardner, Layla Ali, your sister, your cousin, your mother, your brother. You know what I mean? Every day though, like is the Clarissa fatigue is
Let's go.
legendary, right? And you look like you don't sleep, bags under your eyes, you're looking toe up, and you're just talking about nobody will sabotage me. Well, it don't look like nobody will sabotage you because there's no way you could be putting 100% into your training if we see you putting any energy into this other extracurricular drama, right? So let's say a person is trying to lose weight.
Look
You
at that.
can't be going your absolute hardest, but then every day you're doing lives, posts, trying to be a content creator
What the
and constantly dealing with drama. That's what this girl does not get.
No, 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 no,
Every day
no,
is some
no, no,
drama.
no, no, no. Ego, I'm so sick of you. I'm sick of you. Bro, that shit scared me, bro.
Lives, posts, trying to be a content creator, see you putting any energy into this other extracurricular drama, right? So let's say a person is trying.
This shit scared the crap out of me. What the fuck is this? What is this, girl? What is this? Man, I'm not fooling with y'all. Mm-mm. Ego, you know you ain't shit for that, bro. All right, y'all. Now I gotta show y'all another video. Now remember, we're talking about Win Records. Now let me show y'all how stupid this girl is, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Hold on. Let me go. I'm gonna go over here where Egos was. Oh my god, I hope I find it. I hope I find it. We already seen about Ruben and about hold on, it was the deleted live. No, 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 no. I think I hope that ain't it. That ain't it either. That's not it either. Hold on, y'all. I got to find it. Y'all just hold on. Cause I'm gonna find it. Y'all just hold on. Because I know that shout out to She Can Talk. I like that lady too. But I know I feel like it was oh, I just remembered it. I think it's True Crime with Shane. I think it's True Crime with Shane. I can't see, so don't judge me. Don't judge me if it ain't right. Don't judge me. Cause I can't see. No. I think it's called True Crime with Shane. The one and only money. No, that ain't it. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Boom. All right.
Oh my fucking God. Gee whiz. Now I was sitting, you should be able to spend however much money.
Y'all, we gonna get into this girl too, y'all. We gonna get into this. Let me come over here. I need to subscribe. Shane, you done got me, girl. I seen a video you did, and I'm finna show my family, girl. You got me. I just subscribed, Shane. You got me, girl. I seen a video you did, and I'm finna find that mother too. Cause I gotta show my sisters and my brothers. Hold up. Y'all, this girl right here, she another one of them. She another one of them, y'all. Look, girl, what she said about winning records. Oh, how long is that video? It's 12 minutes. I think I got time to show y'all both videos. I think I got time to show y'all both. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all both because she do this surviving Clarissa Shields. It is so good. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not, I'm gonna do it in order. It's another one first. Wait. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? It's the deleted live. Oh, where is it? Man, it was a delete. Was it her? Was it Shane who did it? I don't know now. Okay, this one she did the signed it. It was a live that she did. Papoose Win Records and the in-laws. Brianna Shields. Okay. I think this might be the one.
What's up, y'all? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you for returning. You're always welcome here. You guys, this will not be long. I just had to address the booger wolf in the room.
Dang, it's
I was awakened out of my sleep, my beauty sleep, by a wild ass wildebeest. Talking major shit about who is and who's not gonna disrespect her sister. You the same bitch that was disrespecting your sister. There's a whole 10 Google pages about it. You felt like you were living in her shadow. Y'all wasn't getting along. The only reason you up here co-signing and talking shit is because you're
I know what I
benefiting.
put it.
You guys was just not getting along about 3 weeks ago when you put up a GoFundMe and she was not happy about it.
That's what I'm looking for. The
So shut
GoFundMe.
up. These people all need to be on fucking disability.
That's what I'm looking
And
for.
I know what you're thinking. What in the fuck am I looking at here? Trust me, it took me a minute too.
I found it.
I had to really kind of.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. And we're gonna still come back and we're gonna come back and look at that other video if I got time. But we need to watch this deleted live because I want y'all to see.
The reason I be avoiding.
Hold up. Richard Hughes goes off on homeless sister GoFundMe splurging with papoose. The reason why I want to play this, y'all. How long is this live? 16 minutes. We finna ride it out. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to watch the live. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you're ready to watch the live. Who in here with me? Who with me right now? Who with me right now? And Pap knows this. Pap was upstairs laughing in the post. Yeah. Finances will never be in order around a financial sucking narcissist that love to gamble, baby. That love to gamble. He gonna draw her out. You better know it. You better know it. What if they doing it on purpose? Yeah. But why would they? Is the question. Yes, and I really want to get into a deep thing with this. The reason why I want to show y'all this, put a 1 in the chat if you want to see this video. Because I know I said an hour. And we well past that now. But put a 1 in the chat right now if you want me to just continue and play this video and stay live right now. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you want to do that. And like the video, please. Please like the video, y'all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and donate. I need y'all to do that. Now, I don't see no ones in the chat. I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why. But I'm not gonna play if I don't see at least one or two. No, I don't. If I don't see at least 2 ones, then we just gonna wrap it up. I need somebody to pull their phone out their pocket. Go ahead and come give me that 1 in the chat. Just pow. Just hit that 1, pow. If you want to keep it going and watch this video. Now, while I wait for it, I'm gonna tell y'all why I want to play this. Because everything I just told y'all that I thought about Win Records. They had her thinking that this was a big deal, that this was a deal of a lifetime. They had her worried about this deal. And what really gets me in this whole con of it all is because they really had Clarissa worried that the drama with her sister was gonna mess up her deal. And what she don't understand is she could have did anything. It wouldn't have messed up that deal. Because they're using you, they playing you. And they really have her mind psyched out that you can't have no drama. We gotta make sure that this deal goes through. And they're not gonna do it if you got too much drama in your life. Now is not a good time because you gotta do this deal. For what? You signed with Selena again. You went back to Selena. Why were you so worried about this deal? Y'all, I want y'all to see the way they had Clarissa mind psyched out. I want you to see how Papoose had her mind psyched out. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank y'all so much for coming in the chat. I don't know, you might be working or in the bed or doing something. Thank you for caring about the live enough to at least just come out the chat for a second. Thank y'all so much. I love you back. You my girl. Thank you so much. I'm just a subscriber 36. I love you. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I was getting my food. You always catching me as soon as I leave the room. I love you, girl. Girl, we need to talk, girl. We need to talk off of this. We need to talk. But y'all, let's go ahead and play it because we ain't gonna be here too much longer. I'm finna go put my food on the stove. Y'all see me seasoning my burger, girl. My turkey burger.
Boy and his cousin is because if I get too pissed off and I really flip out, I'm going to go to jail.
I gotta make sure I do the right live. I don't want to do the wrong one. I want y'all to get the whole full story. So let me make sure I do the right live. Hold up. This is the one that's 2 minutes. This is the one that's 16 minutes. Mm. See, this it right here.
Doing what's going on? Welcome to Jessica Kohinoy News and Politics. Today we want to talk about Clarissa Shields. She has had enough. Do you know her family is still trying to use her?
No.
All for the
Nope, that ain't the one. Yeah, we just gonna go with the first one that I seen, girl. We gonna go with this one.
Text her, I don't do anything because this girl already know how I'm cut for real. When you know you really like that, you already know you got to protect yourself and step. Because once I flip, I'm telling you, I already know what I'm gonna do, and she know what I'm gonna do. That's the thing.
Now she is mad because Brianna put up a GoFundMe. And if we don't have time to get Brianna and Shalita side, we're gonna get it another time. But Brianna actually looked cute right there. She actually looked cute right there. With her hair like that. She actually do. I'll tell y'all the rest later.
That blows me with this family. They all like, oh, Clarissa got anger problems. This is why. I have been working on it, but y'all want to keep poking, lying, trying to fuck up my career. And then when I flip and catch you and do what I'm gonna do to you, I'm being jail. So that's how I be telling them, stop talking to this girl. Stop talking to her. She don't got not a lick of dirt on me. Zero. I don't talk to her. I live a clean life. I have a big cousin who literally sits and prays on my downfall for the past 8 years. 9, 10 years. I don't even know how many years now it's been. Literally prays on my downfall. A cousin who has been praying on my downfall for a very long time. For those who don't know, I have been in serious talks about a big major deal that I've already signed for and that I'm going to be announcing just up in a couple of days. That's why I've been keeping my mouth shut, keeping my nose clean, ignoring all type of fools, family, trolls. I've been ignoring a whole lot of people because I know what I have coming up is really big. And God told me, peace be still, and I need you to be quiet. So in that season, even though it was time to clap back and get in some people's ass, I decided to be quiet. So now that I have signed my deal and got what I deserve, now I done had to let people know. One of my cousins have been, that part. One of my cousins have been out to get me for a very long time, and it got to the point to where even I tried to be that cool with her to make sure that she didn't ruin my deal that I was working on, because anytime she even hear about something good about me happening, she finds a way to do something to try to get in the way of it, try to defame my character, ruin my name, and make me look very, very bad on social media. And she don't just do it through herself. She used the people that's close to me. She used my little brother Peanut before to do it to me. She used my little sister Brianna before to do it to me. She's used all type of family members to try to make me look bad when all I do. She's my brother Artist. She used all the people who are close to me to try to get people to believe whatever narrative that she had going on. So I even tried to get back cool with this girl when my instinct told me stay away from her. So now that I follow my instinct and let her be, I've told the ones who are close to me, all of my siblings, please do not talk to this girl. Please do not let this girl know where I live at. Please do not let this girl, like, keep her away from, like, keep her out my space, out my energy. I don't want to hear her voice. I don't want to talk to her. I have nothing. I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, she called my sister who's at my house, because I moved my sister out the hood, her and her 3 kids. Yes, I did. And I'm very proud of that, because my sister had been calling me, telling me she ready to change her life for months. So I flew to Flint and I got my sister, I got her 3 kids. I paid $2,000 to get all of them and us back to back to Atlanta. And as soon as my sister touched down, I made sure she had money in her pocket. We went and started looking for her an apartment. Brianna closed on her a 4-bedroom townhome for her and her children. I made sure that I contributed. She went and got her some furniture, beds. She got washer and dryer, stove, all that. I made sure that once my sister let me know she ready to change her life, I came to get her and make sure she was good. All her stuff that she got in her house was $6,000. That's not even the down payment that she had to pay, because you got to pay a few months of rent to even get in the places down here before you can even get in there. So this cousin decides to call my sister and tell her and tell her to make a GoFundMe. Excuse me, I'm gonna say it again. She convinced my sister to make a GoFundMe page, as if that wouldn't be a bad reflection on me. And for some reason, my younger sister, who's smart as hell, don't see how that's a bad look on my image, and left the post up for about an hour. And when I called Window, I said, "Girl, take that down." Done put on the GoFundMe that my nephew, who was 8 years old, can't talk. He autistic. Babe, my nephew, who was 8 years old, is smart as hell. He taught him how to do a backflip, how to ride a bike. He can talk. He can read. He can walk, run like any other kid. My sister got 3 kids who I consider my kids. A 5-year-old, who is my niece Suki, Gemini, who 8, and my first nephew from my sister.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna be mad as hell. If one of them kids do have autism. So what? If the baby got autism, that is nothing for you to be ashamed or embarrassed by. Kids have autism all the time. Like, that is nothing for you to be ashamed of. My nephew got cerebral palsy, the one that you had something smart to say about. So I believe that you think that it's a bad thing for a kid to be autistic. And I don't want you around any kid with special needs after what you said about my nephew. You don't need to be around kids with special needs. You seem like the type of person where if you see a kid that's autistic or a kid that can't verbalize something, you seem like the type of person to harm the kid when you alone with him, and because you know he can't tell nobody. That's the type of person who she seems like she is, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, like, I don't like her. I don't like her. Because why would Brianna lie about that? I don't think Brianna would lie. I think that maybe Brianna do have a kid that's autistic. You know? And so what if she do? Y'all see the way she drink? Would it be a surprise to y'all if Brianna's kid, maybe one of her kids had some kind of, disability or something? How do we know that Brianna wasn't drinking through her pregnancy? And she drinking because of pain. This was in her lineage. Addiction is a disease. I don't know if she addicted to alcohol or not. I don't know. Yes, we see her drinking, but she also, she see Carisha and all these people going on live and drinking and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if she do it every day. I don't know how she is as a mom, right? I don't know that. But I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because I don't know. You understand? If and when I find out different, then maybe my opinion might change. But I don't care what's going on. You cannot financially abuse somebody. I know what it feels like for somebody in your family to tell you, come here, come with me, and I got you. And then when you get there, they don't got you. When you get there, they don't do for you the things that you would do for yourself. That's why people want things for themselves. Because nobody knows how to take care of Brianna better than Brianna. And you can't tell Brianna what you think she needs. If she go to the store and she want to buy this soap, you tell her, no, you don't need to get that soap. You need to get this soap. Like, no, nobody want to live like that, especially at 30. And you are that type. You got that takeover spirit where you think you can control your sister's life like she your child, and that girl is grown. You cannot stop her from talking to Shalita. And the more that you treat her the way that you do, the more that you push her towards Shalita. Because you make her feel like everything she do is wrong. It don't make no sense.
Bradford. All my sister kids can talk, write, read,
Why you sound like
run,
you about to cry?
whatever.
Why you sound like you about to cry? You're not no crying type. You are not the crying type. Stop trying to sound like you about to cry. Stop. Stop it right now, because you're not. You don't cry. You don't do that. I done seen her cry maybe once or twice. Maybe a tear or two dropped out. But stop talking like that, like you about to cry. Because you're not.
So I told my sister, my baby, why would you put up a GoFundMe? She says, oh, it was just a way for me to do a social experiment. Well, I had to be very, very clear and frank with her. My life is not a social experiment. I'm sorry. It's not. And that wasn't cool at all. And the fact that you've been posting videos, she'll be live, I'll walk through her live. So me and you are very, very close now. You cannot do shit like that. And the fact is, whatever you need help with, I will help you. But to let somebody sit there and try to manipulate you is crazy. And you got to be smarter than that. So anybody who's seen that, I know people's probably seen that like, oh, she done moved her sister out of the hood, moved her to Atlanta. Now she down there making a GoFundMe because she can't fund for herself. She can't figure it out. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Her and her kids are well fed. House, I had a cleaner come and clean the house every week. My niece just ate some crab legs, crab boil just the other day. The boys had Burger King last night. I was there. I just ordered some groceries today because right before my phone died, because my phone about to die, I ordered some little knickknacks, hot dogs, milk and cereal, turkey meat. I ordered my little brother some pork chops. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I am no longer going to defend myself against stupidity no more. I'm not going to do it. So anybody who feel like, oh, she just doing her family wrong, don't even believe no like that. And then she was the first, this damn cousin. And everybody know who the cousin is because she constantly does stuff trying to attack me on a daily. I thank God that I was able to close on this deal. Because this girl been trying to ruin me for years. I thank God that he came through for me and I was able to close on this deal. This girl was one of my biggest haters. Hell no, I ain't answering my phone. And hell no, I ain't texting back either because you're crazy. You really have to look out. Plus, I have been on the defense with my I got some trolls. Yeah, I got some haters. But family will literally be your downfall if you let them. It's been so many months and years where I have put a distance and a long spoon between me and my family because I have just been trying to win and break generational curses for years.
How are you trying to break generational curses, my girl? How are you trying to break generational curses? Tell me how you're trying to do that with the way that you treat Brianna. How? Money don't break generational curses. That's not how you do it. Therapy. recognizing patterns, and you don't care about recognizing patterns. You are on a hamster wheel now that you done signed the real records. They are not no promotion, no promoter for you. They are an agency, and they done told you to sign to them, and they'll find you the best sponsorships, the best promoters. This is coming to me right now. I have not thought about this, but I just knew something wasn't right. And now I'm starting to realize that they are like a parent company over her. They are literally like an agency over her that controls her deals, that controls everything, every dollar she makes. Winrick is gonna have a piece of. And I believe that they convinced her that they'll give her the most money on everything. They convinced her that they'll give her the type of money that the men get. That's what they convinced her. They said you don't know how to go in these rooms and negotiate these deals. We will negotiate these deals for you and make sure that you make the most money and we'll go find sponsorships for you. They sold her on some BS. And I everything I say may not be accurate because it's just coming to me. And what I'm seeing, I'm trying to let y'all in on what's coming in my mind when it comes to Win Records and how Papoose finessed her. He finessed her into believing that she really needed them because it seemed like she really worried about this Win Records deal. And it's like, you worry about them for what? You a champion. You ain't lost nothing. You ain't never lost a fight. What the fuck you need Win Records for to go and negotiate? You should have signed the MVP, and you wanted to sign the MVP, but you couldn't because Win Records. Oh my God! I just remembered how she wanted to sign the MVP. She did, but Win Records didn't let her sign the MVP. Oh my goodness! That's why Pat was in all the meetings. They told her they'll do that type of stuff for her because she's not good at it. In my opinion, they're her agent. They're not her promoter, they're her agent. They go and get deals with Lamille Plummer with Zeus. The same deals that she could get on her own. Remember when I told y'all the only time that Clarissa happy and she feel like the numbers is adding up is when Zeus is involved. But when Zeus ain't involved, she in the gym saying, I need some money. I need some money. She said, I feel like I should be getting paid just for doing this. I feel like they told her that. I feel like they told her that in your contracts, you should be getting paid just to work out. I feel like they told her that. They put certain things in her head. They put certain things in her head. They told her they'll give her the most money that the promoters were lowballing her because she was a woman and that she needed men to go and negotiate her deals for her because they could get more out of the deal than she can because she a woman. It was something like that. It was something like that because why else would you just let these grown men come in and take a percentage of your money for no reason? She is way too controlling to need an agency. She barely fucking sleeps. Barely sleeps. So what does she need an agency for if she's doing everything on her own? You might as well have been doing it on your own. And I think that she has moments where she starts to see that. That's why she went on that little manic tweet thing talking about how she control her money and how she got a written will and all of this stuff. It's because she hear what we're saying. to hear us. But it's too late. Megan Thee Stallion couldn't get out that deal. She was locked in. When she realized that she didn't want to be in that deal, it is what it is. He not letting you out. So you gonna have to rock it out. Man.
So now that I gotta keep doing this, I'm letting them know right now. I'm not about to keep trying to ignore stuff and let y'all make me look bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep defending it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut you smooth off and move on with my life. I've done it already. And this is not no diss to my sister at all. It's just to wake up and quit being stupid. I keep telling all of them, stop talking to this girl. Stop being friends with her. She not your family. Soon as she get mad, she runs straight to the internet, lying on everybody. Making up lies. Every time. She got some made up story in her head that she the reason that she like, oh, thank you. She tell my sister, oh, I'm the reason that your sister came back and got you and moved you to Atlanta. No, you're not. You're the reason I almost cut my sister off for life. You're the reason for that. I have come through and helped my family in ways that people would never even help their family. But this girl really done. She see that she can't get to me, so she get to messing with my family. Oh, I'm about to she used my little brother. Had to tell him, bro, she manipulating you. She done told him that I should put him on a monthly allowance. Excuse me? Who the hell ever put Clarissa Shield on a monthly allowance? Why the hell I'm gonna do that for you? And I was paying my little brother for the job he was doing for me. He made me any videos,
If your brother was making you videos, you should have been paying him. If your brother was making you videos, you should have been paying him. You're talking around that. You're talking around that. Don't talk around it. Talk about the whole situation. Don't talk around this shit. Don't talk around it. And you wouldn't make this example that you're about to make if you was paying him. If you was paying your brother correctly for the videos he did for you, then what's about to come out your mouth next would not have to come out your mouth.
any videos, pictures, whatever. I used to pay him for that. More than I would pay others for doing a job for me. Because believe it or not, it got folks who do thousands of dollars of work for me and do not ask me for a dime.
What's the fucking point of saying that if you paying him right? You are trying to tell him he ain't the only one who ain't getting paid right from you. Other people do it for you for free and they love it. They just do it out the kindness of their heart. Don't run that BS on your brother when he ain't got no damn job. He ain't got no money. And you told him to come from Flint to Atlanta. Yes, you should give your brother some money and give him a time frame. Give your brother a time frame to get a job. Give your sister a time frame to get a job. Don't move your sister into a house that she cannot afford unless you're going to pay all the bills. There's places in Atlanta that your sister can live in and get herself together. You could actually help her do that. You know how you like to go to the judges and go to the you should have did that for your sister, help them get on some type of program or something. I don't know. You in Georgia, girl. Don't put your sister in a place that she can't afford. Why would you do that? But then you don't want to pay for it. And this nigga standing beside you, all the money he see you giving your family, he feel like he want to get that. He see money that you giving out that could be going to him. That's why he's telling you you shouldn't be doing it, dummy. That's what he did with Remy. That's why he telling you because you kind-hearted. But he wants you to only be kind-hearted with him. He don't want you to be kind-hearted with the world. He want all of it for him. And when he see you give somebody something, he feel like you giving away his money. It's sick and it's twisted, but that's how they think. But hey, wait a minute. You're just like them. So I don't give a shit what happened.
They just want to see me win and they want to be a part of the team. But if they need some money or something, or if they want me to pay them.
You see how she played that? They just want to see me win and they just want to be a part of the team. Why are you trying to say that? Because you want your brother to feel like it's nothing wrong with the fact that you're not paying him for making videos for you. And if he helped you make the video, the Layla Ali video, you need to pay him because that video was good. He did good with that video if your brother did that. Some of the videos that you made, yeah, I knew you didn't do it yourself. I knew you didn't. I was like, she must got a team or something. Somebody recording her. She not savvy enough to make a video look like that and post it on YouTube. And boom, now I know it was your little brother or your big brother. I don't know if he older or younger, but it was your brother. And so, no, she wasn't wrong. If your brother is around there doing things for you and being productive, what is wrong with making sure that boy got money in his pocket? If he around there just taking and ain't doing nothing, that's one thing. But still, if you move them down there, you need to tell them you got this amount of time to get yourself together and get you a job, and then use your pool, use your clout to help your brother get a job at the airport. Use your clout to help your brother get a job in the city or at the state where he got benefits. You help them. You moved them down there. So why would you want to bring them here to Georgia and then just let them, y'all don't need this and that. You need stuff. How much money do you spend on yourself a day? I don't think there's not one person in this world that can go outside and can afford to walk. Sometimes I can't afford to walk outside. And y'all know what I mean when I say that. Because you got to eat. You got to have liquid. You got to have something to drink. If you're going to look for a job, you need money in your pocket just to do that. However you choose to go, whether you got an Uber or a taxi or a car or whatever, it costs money to live, period. If you don't want to help them, you should have left them in Flint, but you brought them down there to make yourself look good. And you don't like the fact that now they are depending on you for real. And your new nigga is complaining about the money you're giving your family. You don't never let no nigga come between you and your family. Because at the end of the day, when you see who he is for real, your family's still gonna be there. I feel like Brianna got a good heart. Brianna just got some demons that she's dealing with that Brianna can get past. She can grow out of where she is in life. She can grow out of that as long as her heart is still good. And from what I seen on with the lives with Brianna's a good person. She told you not to kick Shalita out. This not your fight. You can't kick her out. I like that about Brianna. I like that she got a heart and she not cold-hearted like you. I like that about Brianna. Everybody got their ways, but everybody knows somebody like Brianna in the hood. Everybody knows somebody like her. She cool, she don't cause no trouble, she ain't gonna snitch on you, she ain't gonna, yeah, everybody knows somebody like Brianna in the hood. I'm not saying that's a good thing, I'm just saying that's what it is, that's a real thing. And she got a good heart, if you ask me. I think she just misguided. I think she got some things she got to work through. I think that she need to, you know, get some therapy and love on herself some more. And maybe she don't even need to be around you. It don't seem like she want to be around you. It seems like to be around you for Brianna is almost like a prison sentence. Like she don't want to be around you, always telling her what's wrong with her, telling her what she need to do, telling her this, that, and the third. You are controlling as fuck. And nobody wants to be around that. Nobody want to be around somebody controlling. Nobody. You go run to her house. You don't even call her. You run to her house and then say, take me home. What if she wanted to chill at her house that day? What if she didn't have the gas? What if she just didn't feel like going? You can't come to her house, pop up, and make her do what you want. And that was just an instance that we saw. So I can't imagine the things that we don't see. She put up that GoFundMe for a reason. I know because I want to put one up right now. When you got kids and this life is getting real stressful for us. It is. Because I promise you I want to put up a GoFundMe. But it ain't nothing to be ashamed of. But Clarissa is so she is so narcissistic that she feels like it's a reflection on her what her sister put a GoFundMe. If it would have been me, I wouldn't have said I wouldn't have had no problem with that. If you want to put up a GoFundMe, okay. And if people coming to me asking me, okay, I pay this, and this. But the thing about it is you don't do what you're supposed to do. You don't do what you promised her you would do. And I know for a fact you don't because you were supposed to pay for that funeral that Tony and you went to when you told them kids to get out that gym. But you said, nah, never mind, I ain't gonna pay it. And you really didn't pay it. So you that type that say you're gonna do something and then change your mind at the last minute. I know people like you, and I don't like people like you. You'll say, oh, I'm gonna pay for this, I'm gonna do this, and then at the last minute, you'll look for a reason not to do the shit. At the last minute. So I know if you do that with a funeral, you would do that with some sister. The funeral for your grandma was $5,500. I heard you only paid $1,500. But you got it though, right? You take care of everybody, right? You can't do shit with $1,500 on a funeral. Nothing. Nothing. You can't do nothing with $1,500. You need at least 5 bands. And that's gonna be a cheap ass funeral for 5 bands. Man, girl.
I will pay them. I done came way too strong for people who can just turn on me. And then when people act like they slow. The thing is, so when you have a family member tell you, oh, I wasn't doing that to try and sabotage you. I wasn't doing that trying to prey on your downfall. You shouldn't. The thing is, the fact that I even, you know, that I feel that way, and you telling me that wasn't your plan, it's like, nah. Now I'm very uncomfortable, and I ain't finna walk around nowhere trying to be tiptoeing around, trying to make sure I don't say certain stuff around you because I don't know who you're gonna go back and tell or what you're gonna go and post. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I will put you right back far away from me again. And I already done told anybody who's a friend, family member of mine, if you have any dealings with my cousin, Shalita, y'all know exactly who it is. You will not, do not come anywhere near me. Do not talk to me. Do not call my phone. Do not feel like, oh, you can call me when you need me. No, you're not getting no tickets to the fight. You want to have any type of connection with this woman who keeps trying to prey on my downfall, you will not be nowhere near me. And I've already told my siblings that. I got 3 main siblings. My big brother Artist, my sister Brianna, and my little brother Desaba. I got 3, and I've already told them, cut all ties and cut all connections.
Can I ask y'all a question? What is 3 main siblings? What does that mean? Can anybody tell me what 3 main siblings mean? Remy said he about to run circles around her head. I don't know why people don't want to listen to the wife who knows the nigga better than anybody. Give me some on that one, sis. That's a mush from you. That's a mush from a Waco sleeper. That's a mush from you. For my sister, a Waco sleeper. That's a mush. Dummy, are you dumb? Now, back to what sis was saying. Let me see. Right, I mean, if she did fly them down, Help her pay for the townhouse. Got it cleaned and furnished. I wouldn't want to ask my sister to help me with anything else, millionaire or not. I want my own. Yes, ma'am. I want my own. I want my own. And Brianna is sick, bro. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. She is skin weird and mentally ill. OMG, the gaslighting is crazy. Yes, it is. I gotta tell y'all something though. Probably just the siblings she talks to. Right, like come on. You said your mama had four and your daddy had seven. So what the fuck is three main siblings? Why are you not claiming all of your siblings? You don't gotta pay for everybody. You can claim your siblings and not be paying their bills. Like what? Anyway, like this is the thing. It's her ego. It's that ego. She want to be able to say she's taking care of her whole family. You're not Javante Davis, baby. You don't got that type of money. You're not Floyd. You don't got that type of money. You don't. And they tricked you. Win Records tricked you into thinking that they were men so they could help you get the money that the men get. That you don't get the money that you're supposed to get because you're a woman walking into the meetings. That just came to me. It's coming to me like that. So I could be wrong, y'all, but that is what is coming to me right now through my spirit. That is what is coming. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing them sitting her down, telling her. I'm seeing them playing long ball. I'm seeing them working on her ever since the day he met her with that wind chain on. I'm seeing that the wind chains and everything was on for a reason to make her think the real wind was a real thing. All they needed was some hats with the wind name on it and chains with the wind name on it. That's all they needed. She was a mark and she don't even realize it. And they didn't realize that she was such a narcissist. They surprised each other. They surprised each other, Win and her, because it's narcs on both sides. On both sides. And it was something else I was about to say too about the sister. When you said, right here, I wouldn't want to ask my sister to help, maybe help her pay the townhouse, got it clean and furnished. I wouldn't want to ask my sister to help, millionaire or not, exactly. But y'all, if Brianna is an alcoholic, right? If she is an alcoholic, she's sick. She is sick. Addiction is a disease, and she is sick. So her decisions are not going to be sound. But you can see her heart in all of it. You can see her heart. I could tell that she was disgusted by the way her sister was acting. I could tell. I think it's very, very messed up. The funeral is the last goodbye that you say to somebody. So yeah, I think that was messed up, and I'm glad that Brianna didn't like that because that shows her character. You know, every now and then you might have a disagreement with somebody, but it's important to not let that get in the way of certain things. Like that's given. If she get mad at Brianna, she won't do nothing for her or the kids. That's fucked up. You know, messed up. See, I'm finna stop cursing. They curse so much. I'm about to stop cursing. I used to curse like that, and then I stopped. So I gotta catch myself. I gotta catch myself, sis. That's true. She needs to find a good treatment program. Hopefully, she has some good people who can watch her kids while she gone. Exactly, because Brianna need help. If she got a drinking problem, she need help. Because alcoholics, when they withdraw from alcohol, they can actually die. I mean, pass away. They could. So Brianna needs treatment. She needs treatment. But the thing is, you okay with her being drunk as long as she doing something for you, as long as she plotting something for you. You don't mind then. Oh, that made me think about something that I wanted to show y'all. I got to go back and look at it. Y'all, tomorrow we're gonna have a great show tomorrow. I'm gonna let this continue to play, but it is getting late now. Oh, it's 1:26, y'all. Let's go to bed. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Y'all know what I'm about to say. He'll be at the fire.